challenge her in court?
Well, probably so. But I don't necessarily think that's the best strategy this time.
Why not?
Well, we maybe could get a temporary injunction barring Gina and Mason from being involved in Capwell Enterprises in any way, but it sure wouldn't take long for Mason to overturn that.
There's got to be a way.
No matter how unfit we might prove them to be, as long as those legal documents are missing, well, any judge would wind up coming up with some sort of formula which would divide the control between the heirs and devisees. That would be you, Mason, Gina, Sophia, Brandon. I don't have to tell you what a free-for-all that'd be.
I know those papers are in this house. If we searched every corner, I bet you we'd find them. In ashes, but signed.
I'm not so sure. If Mrs. Capwell's smart, she probably held on to them.
Wet paint.
Right.
You're also very clever. How will I ever stand a chance against you?
If you hate us so much, why don't you just leave? I personally would give you every penny I could lay my hands on to make sure you went out that door and never came back.
Not everyone's like you, Eden. The money is not what I want. In the eyes of the law, my son will be a Capwell, and he'll be raised that way.
Why? If you think we're always so despicable, why would you want to be one of us?
To show you I can do it better than you can?
Mr. Capwell, it's totally obvious to me how really devoted you are to your son.
He is the world to me.
Well, then for his sake, I mean for his future's sake, don't you think it might be a good idea if we all sort of pitched in together on this?
Oh, Eric, please. You don't fool me. And you don't mean a word you're saying. The only person I trust is Mason.
Really? Then you're in big trouble. Come on, Eric. Hope you wore your bulletproof vest.
Hello. Goodbye.
Gina, just wait a minute. I want to know how Cece is.
So, Ken, if you want to know how Cece is, go to the hospital to see him.
I thought they were only letting his immediate family in.
I know what you want. And whether Cece recovers or not, my son is not up for grabs.
She was right. Gina won't let her in. On to plan B.
I just have to speak to my mother for a minute, Gina.
All right, then. I'll just call her to the door. Rosa! You see, there are a few new rules around this house, and rule number 1 is you're not allowed in it. Rosa? Rosa, will you at least get the phone, please?
Gina, she probably can't hear you yelling at her.
All right, then. Goodbye.
She's in.
Hello?
Gina? It's Lionel Lockridge.
Lionel, why are you calling here? I told you this morning you can't see Brandon. I'm not going to change my mind.
Oh, yes. I'm not calling about Brandon. I'm calling because Mason asked me to.
Mason? Is he back? Where is he? When did you speak to him?
Just a few minutes ago. He said he'd have called you himself, but he was afraid that someone else might answer.
Why did he call you?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go to the Orient Express and talk about this further, shall we?
Why?
Why? It's a better place to talk, I think. How about it?
Oh, all right, Lionel. I'll be there.
Good. I'll see you then.
Mason will be so proud of me. Hello, Reuben. Is Rosa there in the greenhouse with you? Well, will you please tell her that I have to go out for a little while? Now, Brandon is upstairs taking a nap, so make sure you keep an eye on him for me. Thank you. Bye.